Hello Auger region, this is Chef Jonathan Bond with Maris Dining, and today we're going to make a beef rouladen in celebration of the holidays. I have chefs Michael Vashnav and Tyler Karpf coming over, and we're all going to take part in what we're doing today, and we're going to do a low and slow traditional European style rouladen. So today, the cut that I selected was brisket. Rouladen is such a fun, really delicious, super hearty, comfort food kind of dish. And it really has a number of different names all throughout Europe. In Italy, they call it braciole. It's got counterparts in the Tyrolean area between Switzerland and northern Italy. You can do it with beef, you can do it with turkey, you can do it with pork. The French have their own way to do it. This is more of like a German Bavarian style. Okay, so the filling for our rouladen today, we have beef broth, red wine for our braising liquid. We have panko breadcrumbs. We have a bouquet garni with bay leaf, rosemary, thyme, and sage for the braise. And then for the filling, we have mirepoix of onions, celery, and carrots, mushrooms, a little bit of fresh garlic, and then the winter herbs are going to be diced up by Chef Mike and placed inside the stuffing as well. And of course, kosher, salt, and pepper to season the meat. So, back to our brisket here. I'd like to get a little bit more of a roll out of it before Chef Mike comes in and works his magic with the filling and the tying. So I've got about a ½ inch of play here, about 3/4 inch to an inch. I'm going to roll some of that out. If you had flank or top round, you might get a little bit more out of using a meat mallet. But I'm going to go ahead and just do it old school way, do a butterfly. Okay, so we're going to season with kosher salt, black pepper, both sides. Fantastic. Okay, next up, Chef Michael Vashnav is going to come over and show us how to make the filling, and we're going to roll it and tie it. See you soon.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael Vashnav. I'm the chef manager here at Maris Dining. I'm going to be working on this rouladen, and I'll be sauteing and trussing up the beef and doing this vegetable stuffing. First, we got our cast iron pan nice and hot. I'm going to add a little vegetable oil to it. And then I'm going to add our vegetables. I got some shredded carrots, some onions and celery, some mushrooms, we're just going to cook this down and get some color on it. Going to add a little bit of fresh thyme. Rosemary and some fresh sage as well. Add a little bit of salt and pepper. Alright, now we got our vegetables nice and soft. I'll reduce the heat. And I'm going to spoon the vegetables right onto our beef. And just evenly spread them out. And then we're going to go and add some breadcrumbs to this filling. This will help sop up a little bit of the grease and add a little bit more texture. This is just a plain panko breadcrumb. And then we'll go ahead and roll this up. Just keep it even. Alright, and now we have a nice log shape. We'll go ahead and tie this up. So here I just have some butcher twine. And we'll start off right at the beginning with a nice knot. And once you have your first knot, you just work your way down in loops. There's that. And just pull it snug just to hold it in place, and that way it'll cook nice and evenly. Slide it down, and then just pull it snug. Alright. And once you have that, we'll rotate it over and adjust it from the bottom. And you pull one more long piece of string, the length of the roast, and we'll put it there. And you work your way back through, looping it under the first strings. Pull that through. One more time. And once you have it back through, you'll rotate it back over one more time. And tie that up with the original string you started with. And just snug it down. We'll snip off the excess string. And there you have it, guys. You got a roulade all trussed up, ready to sear and braise. All right, Chef Mike, check it out. And pass it off to Chef Tyler.
Chef Tyler Clark, I work over at North End. I'm the executive chef. And today we'll be braising a nice top round here, stuff. And we're going to begin by bringing our temperature up here, 400. We're going to add oil in there, just enough to coat the bottom. We're going to move that around a little bit, get all our sides covered. Alright, we want to bring the oil up to a smoke point. Smoke point being, we will see the oil begin to smoke. And what we got over here, we go through these, we've got a bouquet garni, which consists of herbs, thyme, rosemary, and sage. We've got some bay leaf. We've got red wine, which we'll be using for deglazing, and we've got our beef stock, which will be used for the actual braising aspect. We've got our oil smoking. We're going to take our meat here. We're going to put it fat side down first. All right. I want to make sure we're getting contact with the whole top there. Now that our pan is smoking, we're going to lower down our temp here a little bit. So what I like to do while the sear is working, I'll take my bouquet garni, and I like to place it on the top of the sear, okay? And what I've found out through my experience is that the juices, as they seep up, they render into the actual bouquet garni, the herbs, and that ends up going all over the sides of the meat, gets into the base, and when we go to deglaze later, it's going to add to the flavor. Getting it cooked nice on all sides there. So we're going to move our bouquet garni to the side here. We're going to give it a little bit of a turn. Get it on the side. There we go. You can see that nice color on top there. And again, we're going to place the bouquet garni on top. You want the juices seeping in there and helping getting all that good herb flavor out. And the reason why I sear the sides, Chef Mike there, he made this nice truss and kept it all together, but by searing all four sides of it, we're going to help keep it bound together. So that's why I choose to do all four instead of just two sides. Alright, so I'm going to take that, I'm going to flip it over here, get the bottom. Again, we're going to put our bouquet garni atop. How long? 10 minutes? We're going to make our fourth and final turn here to get the last side. Alright. This one's going to be a little bit tilted, so we're going to use the pan to work with us here. Put our bouquet garni back to top. Alright. Alright. So now we're going to get ready for our deglazing process. Alright, as you can see, the bottom of this pan here, it's got what we call fond. Fond is all the flavor, all the remnants of the meat, and your vegetables, and your herbs, everything, all the grease is on the bottom of the pan. So we're going to use the red wine here to get that to come off. So we're going to add it in. Good morning. We're going to stir that around a little bit. Alright. Put our bouquet garni back to top. Alright. And we're just going to reduce that red wine down a little bit. Again, red wine has sugar in it, so by heating it up to 280 degrees or beyond, we'll activate the Maillard reaction. We'll be caramelizing the sugars, which will just be enhancing our flavor. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add in the beef stock. Just kind of get all that flavor in there. Any extra juices will run down. Right. Again, this time we're going to take this bouquet garni, we're going to leave it in the juice. Because as it cooks, we want all that flavor to get into the liquid. So you can make it into a gravy later on. We use whatever we want with it. We're going to take this, we're going to put it in our oven here. This has been Chef Tyler and Chef Bond. He'll be coming up next to pull this out of the oven. He'll be slicing it and putting it into all the accoutrements.
Okay, so our brisket has been braising, our roulade for about 4 hours until full time, and now we're going to dress it and plate. First thing we're going to do is remove the twine. Then we're going to take our pan sauce, our au jus. We're going to bring it to a vigorous boil. Looks great. Good job, Chef Mike. Now this roulade right here is the perfect companion to Spätzle, roasted root vegetables. I mean, the sky's the limit. It's just really made for a nice hearty meal on a cold day. We're going to monter au beurre. Remember here that our pan jus, it's got lots of flavor in it already. I put a little bit of beef stock in there just to make sure that it has enough salt. And so the finish, I'm going to cut the heat, add the cold butter in to emulsify, to thicken, and of course to shine. Slow so you don't break the emulsion. And then there we are. We want to wish everyone in the Auger region a safe and happy holiday from us at Maris Dining, and we want to thank you for enjoying a time with us making a braised beef roulade. Have a wonderful day. Take care.